Hello, good evening everybody, welcome along to JACKOCAR, Season 1, Round 15. It is the Canadian Grand Prix and we are getting to the very end of the season now. Only 2 rounds to go and we're at a very crucial stage. We are still waiting for 3 drivers to be confirmed for China. We've got 2 already in, we've got TC and we've got Khalifa. Who everyone's going to be? Let's find out. Hopefully we'll get a good race, should be all dry, which is thank goodness for that really. And with me in the comms, Owen White, of course myself, of course I'm here, and with me Jacko.
Hello, good evening, Owen. I'm not too sure what's going to happen tonight. I think one of those 3 drivers going through should be Jordan, unless Calababo or Whiteout can pull off a miracle. But the other 2 spaces being contested by 5 drivers, anything can happen. So we should be in for quite a hectic little race.
This is going to be something special because obviously we've got China next week, the massive finale, and we're all looking forward to that one, but I have a feeling this could honestly be more chaotic because there'll be so many people fighting for this. This is last chance saloon for most of them, and that around a sort of semi-street track like this one, the street tracks this season have been absolute carnage, each and every one of them. And so this does have an absolute recipe for chaos and great entertainment, as you've seen from most races this season. Right, let's see what Jordan's livery is. I know you're saying he's got a Pokemon-inspired livery. What is this then? Well, it's not as good as his other livery, I'll give it that. Which means it's bad, in my dictionary of liveries. If that makes any sense, I don't like it. I mean, if it works for him, it works for him, but might be the first time I haven't liked a special livery. Sorry about that. Seems a bit of a downer, that. But Indecisive's gone fastest. End the session! End the session! He's stopped for a bit, right? Ah. God, Corey, has he cut some corners to do that on the mediums, or is he just... I mean, he still uses his ILRT colours. Look, I've got to give that livery of the week straight away, because Viva ILRT. Also because he's probably not going to be here anymore this season. This might be his only appearance in the number 69, so we've got to give him it.
He raced in Spain, but he crashed out.
Ah. Well, this might be his only finish then for the season. Well, last time we'll see him, we'll give it that one. So I think we'll give him livery of the week with that one, just because we haven't seen him too much, and because it's ILRT, and I'm ILRT, so I sort of got to give him it, or he'll have a go at me, and Master will also have a go at me. So yeah, well done. Although, right, we actually, do you know what? Scrap that. I know I'm joking about it, but actually, Splinter, I forgot to mention this one. He's running full black livery and helmet design. And he's doing this for a very good reason. He's doing it, obviously, I'm sure you've all heard of what's been going on in America, and it's simply horrible stuff, really. It's an absolute mess over there, but Spencer, that is a lot of respect there. The black helmet and the black livery for him, for Black Lives Matter and all the protests going on. So actually, you know what, we're going to give them to him, actually. Forget joking about it, that's an important one, that's a good tribute. Happy about that one. Hope other people can agree with me on that one. That's a very nice sign of respect, that. So, Spencer, livery and helmet of the week. Corey, though, I mean, like the colours.
I do believe that Dexter is running a full black helmet as well. He's not changed his livery, but he does have the black helmet on.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that. Yeah, black livery. Oh, no, black helmet, sorry. He's got his Danish livery back, which is nice. He's got... So, yeah, black helmet. It's pretty much anyone doing that. Massive respect. And, yeah. All that. So... Arnold's top. You would have saw Khalifa retire, by the way. He's, I believe, started last with a quality brand, isn't he? If I remember.
Arnold what? Sorry, I was in the chat.
Khalifa's retired. He's got a qualifying ban, right?
Yes, Khalifa qualifying ban, as does Whiteout, because of their incidents last week, so they should be starting at the back.
Yeah, interestingly, Jess has already managed to bin it somewhere, so she hasn't got any issues. She's just went out. Whiteout left and rejoined, so we just got to remember to retire, hopefully. As Mr. John comes up towards the line. There he goes. We've got Paul McGuinness in the chat already wanting Corey out. Hashtag hello Owen, hashtag hello Jack. You see? I like that. Nice to see you, Paul. And obviously we've got Baz and Frenagami in there as well. Hello, peoples.
And also Demi,
oh
Jordan's
no!
girlfriend.
I mean, hi. You're gonna make him lose. I'm never gonna let this go. We've got to prove that you've got to be in a man cave to do well for this. Well, maybe he is in a man cave, but with a female? Nah, doesn't work, doesn't work. Anyway, starting his lap there. He's on hards for some reason. I would make the joke, but I think you all know what I'm going to do, and Paul McGuinness is probably laughing his head off of the joke anyway. He's probably thought of it himself before anyone else. But he's, yeah, out there on hards. Only time you're going to see them probably in this race that the drivers have got any sense. This is the only track in the game that a two-stop... Sorry, there's, well, only track left on the calendar which a two-stop would actually be preferable at. Obviously, Abu Dhabi is also preferable for two stops. But this one, certainly two-stop central here. So the two-stop rule is actually making sense. And this is why we've got no jokers or anything this week. You don't want to be one-stopping here. You'll be in some serious trouble. And Basil likes the livery. Well, there you go. Maybe I'm just not one to please. Maybe I just don't like red and yellow together in this formation. I don't know.
It's good to have Basil back with us. I know he's not racing, but he's back in the chat, so still a part of the league in some form. Good to have him.
Yes.
Yeah, what else is nice to see? We haven't seen it since Singapore, but Dan's Carl's blue and black livery, a personal favourite of mine, or one of my favourites.
Yeah, it's a nice livery, that. And, well, who's this one ahead of him? Who is this?
The 21, that's Pete.
Ah, I like this. I'm a fan of this. I'm very much a fan of this one.
Now, I might be wrong, but I think that's the livery he will be running in China, providing he advances from this round.
Yeah, well, let's hope he can go through that one, because that's a livery I'd very much be happy to see. It's very nice indeed. I'm liking the blue and the black and the more blue. I'm seeing TC has kept his livery from last week. I mean, why wouldn't he? Extremely successful with this livery. Winning the race last week, which of course made us all very, 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 very happy. Not biased or anything, but man, he's been due that win on track. That hasn't had to come post-race, or he's had accidents or whatever. And yeah, gets him through the channel. There's a lot of debris on the final corner. They've got to be careful they aren't running over that, as Camu Babu just did. Don't think he's got a puncture or anything on there, but that debris is quite a problem, actually. I think Fenagamu's just said he's got a puncture, or maybe he's just saying puncture for the lols, but someone certainly has hit the wall there. There's so much debris. They've got to be careful there.
Yeah, I'm just noticing Corey's got a bit of wing damage. I think he's on a lap at the moment.
He's on two lap old mediums there. And not too far off the top already, only just under 2/10 off. And Fenagam was saying he did have a puncture, so maybe that's where it's come from, I don't know. Yellow flags there in middle centre finishes for somebody letting Camu Babu through, no real problems there. Still got quite a lot of drivers to not set a lap yet. We've obviously got 6 out there who can still set a lap that haven't, so more than halfway through the session. Time's on right, lads, you got to get yourselves moving. As Camu Babu looks to become one of the 6 to become, well, just in that top 10. There's Indecisive moving over. Out to the line, Camu Babu, good lap by the looks of it. It's P3.
Great, wow.
Arnold's had to abandon. Has he got a new livery as well? Indeed, it appears so. This is like Nico Rosberg's helmet, except it's the entire car. I like it. I like it a lot.
Just trying to find the stats I put in the chat earlier. For Camu Babu, going back to him, for him to advance to China, he needs to finish at least second, and Jordan to pick up no more than a single point.
Yeah, it does seem a bit unlikely, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. This one's even more unlikely. For Whiteout to advance, he has to win the race, and Jordan has to be disqualified.
It just isn't going to happen, is it?
And if you are a betting man, that one comes in at 5,001.
I think you need more than that one. I think...
You never know.
Just to get your calculator out and drop it on the floor, see what number pops up on it, and that's your odds, really. It's crazy odds. Anyway, here comes Splinter. Up to the line, it's to be a good lap. Should go P1, does go P1. By just under a 10th of a second. Pete now on a lap, and he's already up by nearly 2/10 in the first sector. These times now starting to crash down as the sun comes out. You can really see Pete's car much nicer in the sunlight rather than being in the shade. Makes me more and more of a fan of it the more I see of it. You might get that livery award next week, my dude. Just make sure you keep it. As MK Bourne goes fastest. Well, as I say, with the weather clearing up a lot more, the dark clouds clearing away, these times will be getting much quicker because there'll be a lot more grip out there. A lot more track evolution, of course, throughout the session anyway. But here comes Pete now through the last chicane. Nicely done by the looks of it. Is this one going to go top? No. A 10th off MK Bourne's time. TC is on a lap. Let's see how he gets on through the first sector. Up by half a second on his last time. He's 1.1 off the top. Corey as well has just started one. Obviously this will be his first try on the softs there. I think Arnaud's just gone P2 on his second lap on the softs. But I'm going to keep following TC. Like I say, currently in P9. 1.1 seconds off the pace. And now 7, nearly 8 tenths off the middle sector. Looking possibly to get a nice toe there off Pete. I'm sure Pete might speed it up just a little bit just to make sure that there's no advantage being given out there. But either way, TC certainly is looking at he's on a good lap. If he can make this last chicane count, he will be up into the top 8 at least. Let's see. Probably going to take a bit more speed through there, but this is still not going to be a bad time by any means. He also derailed a little bit. P6, certainly a lot more in the tank there, has to be said. But here comes Corey. He's on for P1 by about 2 tenths already at the moment, but can he clear the lap out and get to the line? Bit of a poor last chicane, but that will be no bother to him. P1 by just over 3.5 tenths of a second. We're getting towards the 1 minute 7s now, which is where I'd really expect pole to be for the very, very, very top guys. Here's Clyde heading through the first sector. He's up by a tenth, 1.9 seconds off the pace on his last lap, so certainly a lot to find there. And just over 4 minutes to go in the penultimate session of the season for qualifying.
Yeah, Corey would like to take a pole here, I'm sure, because when he raced in Spain, he qualified second and ended up that race P19. So he will feel as if he's got something to prove.
I'm hearing Frenagami said he's changed his helmet design for me. Well, that's fantastic, but you're not out on the track, so I can't see it yet. I'll have to look at it on the formation lap or something. Clyde using 2 ERS there on the back straight, interestingly. Is he going to be in the pit lane? Yes, he is. There's Mr. John in the final sector now. Currently, there's 2 people who haven't set a time who are still out in the session. That makes no sense. Who are still in the session, and he will still have no time on the board, leaving it all to do in his last run there. Dan Scar is currently out on track. Mr. John retired actually, so he's not going to do a lap.
That's a shame. I was about to say Mr. John could improve on his best qualifying this season with the amount of drivers that are out. It's the best he's had for the P15.
Yeah, that was a very good opportunity that for him, but he's not going to get to do it. Right, let's just quickly see Frenagami's helmet design. Oh, yes! I like
good.
that. Good stuff. Yeah. Yes. I'm a fan of this. Well done, Frenagami. Only took you 15 rounds.
Owen, does that make the livery look better with the helmet now?
Oh, it does. Now it looks so nice. Yeah. Still not as good as Earth Dreams, mind you, but that's because I designed it. Ish. Give him the colours. Anyway, here's Dan Scar on what probably will be his final lap. Let me see, I haven't seen him too much, but as you say, very nice livery as well on the car. Hopefully he can take that up the grid a little bit. Currently P9. Top 10 all separated by just under a second, which is nice to see. Nice and close once again, and Dan Scar has backed off.
So, Dan Scar, of course, part of that Singapore race where three quarters of the grid hit the wall.
Yeah.
He was the last victim of which he took home P8 there.
You got yellow flags in the middle sector, but that might just well be for somebody slowing down. Dan Scar, yeah. Splinter, just under 2 tenths up in the first sector on what might well be his last lap of the qualifying session. We'll see if he can keep this speed up. Of course, at this point, he's already got some bankers in. It's all or nothing with this one. You can absolutely throw it into the corners. I'm sure he's not going to tumble down the field. He's now a quarter of a second up at the minute. It's be P2 solidly on the grid for him. We'll see what he does in the final sector. How much has he left in the tank? Will he throw it in there and take the maximum out of it as you can? We saw quite a lot of people being quite hesitant in the last few laps, but let's see Spencer now. Just over a minute left to go in the session. All or nothing. That was okay for the chicane. Not the best we've seen there, but still should be a very nice lap indeed. And it does indeed go. P2.
Good lap. Spencer coming into this 1 point outside of the playoff zone. He needs a big result.
Arnold's backed off again on this lap. He's going to make sure he nails the next one then. Dexter's down in the first sector. TC's just started a lap. Who are we going to watch? Let's watch TC. Since we can get a whole lap in with him. And see how he gets on. And still one of the nicest liveries on the grid, has to be said. The white and gold.
I like the contrast that his helmet provides as well. Very nice.
Yeah, I've grown to like how the helmet actually integrates into there. I didn't like it too much last week, but actually it does make it stand out a bit more. I just love this livery, man. It's so nice. I love it.
By the way, KK going P12 on his first lap of the session.
Yeah, took him long enough, but finally on the timing sheet. TC up by just under 3/10, and he will probably have a nice tow on Biesma up ahead. It'll be a distant tow, that being said, but a tow is a tow. Corey's retired, so I guess his lap didn't quite go to plan. But how will TC go? He was very hesitant in the last chicane last time round, and he's given it much more this time, and that's a car on the wall at Biesma. But what about TC up towards the line? Where is he going to go? Invalid.
Right.
His map didn't go red. Lovely. Checkered flag is out, by the way. MK Bourne's into the pit lane. Yeah, Arnold again backing off. What about Pete though? He is still going. Indecisive crosses the line. No improvement in position for him. Will Pete be able to put himself in P1? No, not with that.
Oh.
That's a bit dodgy, my dude.
He knows it as well.
He does know it, yeah. And he's still... Is he going to roll? Not quite. Behind him, Jordan, we're looking at him. P11, nearly into the top 10 on the mediums. Close. Very close.
OKK last man on track.
He's heading, I think. Oh, well, he's crawling anyway. Not going to improve.
Yeah.
Is he going to join that accident party down there? Which one's he going to hit? Oh, neither. You boring person.
Stewards did a great job clearing Pete's car there, very quick.
I know, it's like magic. Indecisive's car is still in the wall, however, as is Jordan's. Jordan obviously was distracted by his girlfriend.
Obviously.
Jordan was distracted by his girlfriend, that's why he didn't get top 10, he's why he binned it. But, sorry, we're not here to hate on his girlfriend, but it's just... I've got to prove my point. That's just, I gotta prove my loneliness is the reason why I'm successful. Anyway, grid. Corey for Spencer, and then MK Bourne. MK Bourne's doing a good job for himself, trying to get himself to China, of course, in P3 there. Arnold P4, Pete 5th, Danscar 6th, Dexter 7th, TC 8th, Camel Weapon 9th, and Risky 10th. Jordan so nearly into the top 10 with obedience, but a very nice attempt anyway. Fernagami 11th, Jordan, Clyde 12th, OKK 13th, Biesma 15th. Did I count right there? OKK 14th, Biesma 15th, Indecisive 16th, Jess, and then the rest.
By the way, if it finishes like that, then Pete and Jamie will be going to China.
Oh, well... Okay, everyone's going to do a bit more then. Still, it's a good starting point. Anyway, sun is out. Thank God for that.
Jordan's saying his girlfriend is downstairs, by the way.
Ah, right, okay.
I don't know how you want to take that.
Well, you can hear that in many ways. Again, Paul McGuinness is probably laughing his head off. But, okay, so no excuse then. You've got to nail this one. But, yeah, we'll see how he gets on. Doesn't have to do much to get in tonight.
No, he needs a P12 or something like that. Not a lot. Just get the job done tonight for Jordan, and then all the focus goes to next week. The important about is the big one up front. It's going to be Jamie, MK Bourne, Arnold, Dexter, and Pete. It's Pete again. He's another one of those drivers. He should make it through, but we'll try and keep you updated as the race goes on. Who's where and who's going to China.
So the grid then, we'll go through it properly this time because he didn't quite manage to get through it all at the end of qualifying. Corey's on pole on the softs, and then everyone else on softs down to 11th, so we'll just go through them quickly. Spencer, MK Bourne, Arnold, Pete, Danscar, Dexter, CC, Kamibabo, Risky, and Jordan. And the first one on the mediums, Frenagami, good qualifier from him there in P12. Clyde 13th on softs, OKK 14th on mediums, Beta 15th on softs, Indecisive 16th on mediums, Jess and Mr. John both on soft, and then Khalifa and Whiteout. These two are going to be very fun to watch. Looking forward to seeing these two on mediums coming from the back. Now let's have a look at all these liveries. And then you have a good ones.
Because of his move on Dexter, and Whiteout's down there because of his move on Pro Oka.
Still don't quite know why you can't adjust to him being called Frenagamu, but...
Well, let's call him Rick, shall we?
No! We're going to call him Frenagamu. I've been trying to drum this in. I've been trying to...
His Twitter name is still Pro Oka, come on.
Yeah.
Let's not mess about.
Let's not live in the past here. Mind you, he probably wants it to be back in the past when he was good. But, anyway. Maybe this will be the day surprises. I mean, P12's not too bad in the grid, so we'll see how he gets on from there. But, here they all come then. It is a short lap, so they are already round, getting ready to start this race. Such high quality liveries on this grid. I know I said this last week, but there's not a single bad one on the grid today. I mean, even Frenagali's has got the helmet design, so it's okay now. And Mr. John's, it's fine, it'll do. But the drivers are all getting onto the grid now. And this is it, the last race before we get to China. This is where it all gets decided, and we find out which other three drivers will be joining Khalifa and TC in that final race. It's Spencer on the left there, but Corey on pole on the right. Boogity boogity boogity, let's go racing. It's a short run towards turn one, so it'll be interesting to see if anyone can actually make any moves there. And there's MK Bourne going through, and that was a nice move, a bit of contact, but I don't think there's any damage there. He went for it, but it goes in as well, helped him out. And it is a safety car, straight out. Don't quite know what's done that, but we've got a safety car. Frenagami's had a collision with someone. He's had Beesman, yeah. I haven't actually broken anything though. I know there's a bit of contact there as Beesman's hit Indecisive as well, but oh! Someone's bent it. We've got all sorts going on in the safety car. Indecisive's in the wall. I think that's Clyde in the wall. They've collided on the safety car. And Clyde has got a penalty for that collision. Indecisive's out of the race again. Will he ever get any luck on lap one? Even the safety car is being taken out. What on earth happened there? I know I was watching it, but what on earth happened? I gotta look back on that. What happened there? It looks like Indecisive either got hit or just lost it himself. He's the one that was spinning. Let's have another look at this. I wonder if Beesman's tipped him round. Beesman's got no front wing. And it was certainly him there in the vicinity when that all went off. And his lack of front wing might well have been the reason why a safety car came out in the first place. But yeah, wow. What drama on the first lap. Poor Indecisive, man.
Just watched it as well. It certainly looks like Beesman to me.
And look at this. The whole field's in the pits apart from TC and Corey. My goodness. This is chaos. Who's going to win out in this fight? Of the pit crews. Bees is having to hold as well. Danscar's down at 16th. Frenagami's in.
Yes.
He's in the net lead. Frenagami's in the net lead. Can you believe it?
Oh, it's the helmet.
Oh, Whiteout's up to 4th. Now, obviously, they'll have to pit still. But let me enjoy this moment. The actual net leader when these guys pit, MK Bourne. Dun, 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 dun. So that move at turn 1 was very important for him. I think Corey and TC have made a big mistake from staying out here. Unless, of course, they didn't want to stack and they might pit this lap, but they've caught the safety car now. Do you know what I've done, Jack? I've done exactly what I warned you not to do when it was coming to celebrating drivers' good performances. But listen, we don't often see
Never
Frenagami.
done anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we never see Frenagami at the front, and he will end up losing it anyway because he's on the strategy where I have to pick. But still, P3, what a result. But yeah, Corey then leading from TC, then Frenagami, Whiteout, OKK, Khalifa, MK Bourne, the first of the pitters, then Splinter, Pete, Arnold, Risky, Danscar, Camu Bravo, Mr. John, Dexter, Jess, Jordan, Beesma, and Clyde, who he spent so much time doing a 16-point turn to get out of the accident. He just could not get the thing turned right, and he's at the back now. But yeah, only 2 of these guys on the soft, and they are the top 2, Corey and TC. Only 2 of them are on the hards, being Jordan and Jess. We'll see how that works out for them. But that's all about.
The battle here is the MK Bourne versus Splinter one. That's the most.
It's a crucial fight
today. Yeah, because Pete's in a position where he's doing enough, so the attention is in front of him.
Whole field should be all caught by the end of the lap. I can see Clyde is making his second stop. That one must be. So he's going to try and go to the end on the hards. I mean, fair enough, I guess. They're not very good, the hards, but I mean, if you can hold up the guys enough, then it might work out. He'll be on the back of the safety car Conga, hopefully, by the time it goes in. Hopefully that hasn't held it back. I was going to say the safety car will be in this lap, but maybe not now because of how far behind Clyde is. We'll see. We should be getting a notification about it any moment now. Look out for those lights going out at the top of the safety car. Look out for the notification on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. I think he will catch up Clyde, even if it is going to go in, because the field will be so down so much, and they'll all be on limiters. Let's see. Where's the notification? Or are we just not going to get it in on this lap? There's no reason why it should be staying out, if I'm honest here.
Same thing happened in Japan last week where it stayed out for an extra lap unnecessarily. Yeah.
Unless it literally flicks the switch off now, it's going around again. And yeah, well, Clyde hasn't actually caught up in all fairness, but if the safety car were going in, there would have been a limiter put on the leader and it would have slowed everyone down. He's caught up before the end of the lap anyway. He's there now and he's deliberately actually backing off a bit, so he would have been fine if the safety car was going in. But at last, we continue on. Lap 4 of this race, lap 4 of the safety car.
Clouds, notably as well, has made 2 stops already.
Yeah. So he is going to try and sit those tires to the end. No one else doing that at the minute.
Surprised not many others have done it, actually. Yeah, somebody take a gamble, somebody like Risky, who's not fighting for anything, but has the pace to win a win around here.
I don't really think that it's a good strategy, though, honestly, having to choose something at this point. I mean, it might work for you, but just imagine these hards versus fresh softs. You'll be 4 or 5 seconds a lot slower by the end. That's how big a difference they make, you know. So I mean, we'll see, but at least someone's trying it. Anyway, safety car. Do you fancy coming in yet? Would be nice. Any time today. Should be in this lap. I mean, if it stays out any longer, then there's something wrong. I want to get this racing on. Here we go. Safety car's in at the end of this lap. And we'll see exactly what these guys have got. What will Corey and TC do? Will Frenagami hold these guys up at all? Or will he even fancy going for the move? Will MK Bourne go for anything else? Obviously, he's behind Khalifa, which is a difficult car to be behind, despite the fact he's already made an extra stop. I mean, MK Bourne's move into turn 1 was very, very good indeed. I mean, there was a bit of contact, but he sent it and it worked.
Very
Corey's lost
very
2
good.
places there. He's got to make sure he doesn't fall too far back before the safety car goes in. That can create a lot of confusion. And look at how tight the field's getting. It feels like they're all about to smash into each other. Hopefully, we all just get around this final corner safely. Spencer's hit MK Bourne. Yeah, they look like it was close as about to happen. I wonder if Corey's having connection issues. He had this in the ILRT event the other day. Hopefully, he keeps this working right now. Spencer's into the pit lane, but we are green again. And it seems like everyone else is keeping it nice and clean. Corey leading from TC, then Frenagami is staying ahead of Whiteout, and then OKK, Khalifa, NK Bourne, and the rest, of course. Clyde already has got past Beesman. No real trouble there by the looks of it. And obviously Spencer, new front Wayne, he was net second. Real shame for him there. But he's now got a fight back to perform. We've got Arnold. I think there's been a spin, has there? I think it's a risky. He's facing the wrong way and the whole field is trying to avoid him. I think they've managed to do so, but was that a collision? Was that a late move? Whatever happened, Risky's down. Clyde makes up another position on the strategy. And it is still Corey leading, and himself and TC have already made a big gap. And look at that whiteout on the inside of Frenagamu. This will be a fight all the way to the last chicane. Frenagamu holding his ground. But look at this, let's see, these guys are all going to get OKK watching in brief as well, waiting to see what's going to happen there. Look how tight Frenagamu's pushing Whiteout onto the grass. It was on the inside though, into the last chicane. Whiteout's got the position, but he's going to go a bit wide, sliding as well as he goes. Frenagamu looking for the way through. This will be the inside of turn 1 if he sticks it here. And Whiteout defending that inside line for all of his might. And that is going to put OKK onto the back of his now. Look at this, Whiteout, bit of contact. Oh. Nearly throwing his playoff chances out of the race straight away, but he's kept it just about on the track there. But Pete right on him.
An impressive bit of driving from Fernagamo as well. Well, to hold Whiteout off for that long.
All this fighting's put the top 3.4 seconds clear of TC. So this is from TC ahead of Whiteout. This is great news for him and for Corey, who's now well over 4 seconds clear. So this is going nicely for those two. They'll have plenty of clear air to deal with, and they will make this work when they pit. There goes OKK, and we're going to get the same fight, but with a different car. Oh, a bit more contact this time as well.
Yeah.
We've upgraded. But look at this, Khalifa's got a pretty nice run, but he's going to surely just hold it back. Wait for an inevitable accident to happen. Here we go. There we go.
There it is.
There we are. That might well be a safety car as well. But look at MK Borg before the safety car comes out. If we do get one, will he get ahead? Was he ahead? No. Virtual safety car it was. Oh no, he was ahead. He's been told to. Khalifa's been told to let him back through. Good stuff there from MK Borg then. So, where did these two fall to? And did they get back to the pits or what's happening? Yeah, Fernagam going to pit. OKK's going to keep going. And we had Pete and Risky in the pits as well for their second stops. And well, DRS isn't able to get away green once more. And Whiteout's in Narnia. Whiteout's in Narnia. Look at this. MK Board's right around the outside. I don't know what he did there. Did he light the rears up as we went green again? But MK Board's now up into third place.
A fantastic race. And he's a pit stop ahead of these two guys as well.
Indeed. He's making this work beautifully right now. Frenagami's put the sauce on. That's not really the best strategy to be on right now, but he can probably stick mediums all the end anyway. But that, oh, well, I said it, the crash was inevitable, wasn't it? Just when Frenagami's on the inside there, we know how aggressive he is there. And yeah, the contact, it happened. Now, Khalifa looking at MK Board, sizing him up. He'll feel a bit robbed then. Look at that, the barrier's sticking out there on the exit of the final chicane. They've got to be careful they don't stack it in there. They're going side by side. That's not a game glitch. They've just hit that wall in a way that has pushed it out. I mean, that's really to be expected when you hit the wall that hard. Corey already with penalty.
Time penalty.
Lap 8.
Better news for MK Bourne there.
Lap 8, that's very early. Obviously, this track's been quite penalty heavy on this game for most leagues, and I guess really not surprised to see happening here. But when he's the leader of the race, can't be affording too many of those. And you can see TC's extending those track limits as well, plenty. So these penalties are going to come thick and fast today. Jordan, by the way, passing Mr. John. He is currently in a championship finale. As it stands, he'll be going to China. No real problems. Just got to keep this on the road, really.
Yeah. And joining him.
Oh, look at that! Mr. John flies on the inside there. And Jordan was lucky to see that one coming. Just going to point out, we've got, well, 4 people who have done 2 stops. And as that Whiteout been overtaken now, we're going side by side again to the last chicane. Luckily, they haven't killed each other this time, but there's 4 drivers on 2 stops. And only I can see, only one of them is actually realistically going to get to the end there. As Dan Scar is on the outside of Whiteout and getting through. That one going to the end will be still Clyde. The other guys have to pit for a 3rd time or a 4th time in Splinter's case. So that's just worth pointing out there. Lots of rev glitches, that's annoying.
While she's looking at all that, Mr. John completed his move on Jordan. Good move. Yeah, as I was saying before that initial move, it was the MK Bourne and Pete joining Jordan, Khalifa and TC in China for a shot at the title.
Right then, so pit window now for both of the leaders. Their lights are on. Will they both pit this lap? Will they go a lap longer, one of them, as Jordan gets back past Mr. John? Corey pitting, TC staying out. And look at this, you've got Khalifa getting by MK Bourne. Nicely done there. Seemed pretty easy. And where's Corey going to end up? Because yeah, he's lost out big time. Big time indeed. Oh my goodness. And that's why you need to be pitting under the safety car when it comes out, because where is he now? He's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, I'd say. Net sixth with this. Just not good news, that. Not good news when you've been leading the race. Well, let's see what his true pace is now. 5 seconds off his nearest rival, and he's got Jordan all over him now. He'll be kicking himself at that.
Okay, he'll probably believe in his own pace. He knows he is the fastest driver on paper out of this group of drivers. So he might be able to muster something there from there.
Well, I mean, that's what Pete's been saying for the last 14 weeks, you know, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it doesn't help when you manage your strategy. But we'll see how it all pans out. Maybe you're right, maybe he'll get into the blackout. He's already caught a second on this lap on Camo Babo.
EC pits.
And he's going to fall even further behind. And look at this, we've got a freeway scrap for P6 as Whiteout did a horrendous line. And Dexter right on him. He got a penalty in the process, but surely he's going to get through now towards turn 1. Will Camo Babo fancy a move as well there? Whiteout, who's been struggling for pace at the moment. And there goes Camo Babo on Dexter. He's a bit wide, and that's in the wall.
Whiteout's round. Yeah.
Losing it under pressure there. Camo Babo up into 5th place. TC is a long way behind Corey and in 8th place. Whiteout, is he still on the wall? He is indeed. No one's going to hit him though from there. He's got Jess miles behind, and she's fighting with Risky anyway. So Risky getting ahead there of Jess. Back up with Danscar now, and Arnold looking for P3 in this fight. Net P2 of course, but still, fight is a fight. And we'll see how this one pans out for these two. The battle of the blue and black liveries.
They're the best on the grid.
Indeed.
Of course, it's worth mentioning as well that Khalifa does have a 10-second penalty to be added to his total race time. And of course, yet to pit. So he's got a lot of work to do. MK Bourne looking good.
Dexter as well, looking quite good on the move for Camo Babo on the inside of turn 1, just showing himself not going to go for it too early, but he's clearly got the pace to go for it when it's time. And he's got to do it now, really much, because Corey, there he is, he's caught that 5 seconds in just under two laps, I think. Also, there's a bit of fighting going on there, and a car on the wall to catch up, but still, he's done it. And we've got Pete there, side by side with Mr. John, he's put him in the wall, and there's front wing damage on both sides there. What on earth was going on there? It's a mess. It's an absolute mess, that front wing. How many times have we seen Pete's front wing in bits this season?
Well, we saw it 9 times in Monaco, didn't we?
Yeah. It's happened again. Pete can never catch a break, and this time it might seriously cost him. Unlikely again, but still, this is not doing his playoff hopes any good whatsoever.
This could cost him. 11th is where he needs to be.
And he's currently going to lose that in a moment.
Yeah, I'm looking at Arnold and MK Bourne.
And Corey
drops down to 16. Then MK and Arnold will advance to China.
Corey's put it again. I have no idea why, but he's put it again. He's broke his wing.
Yep.
And it's hard compound tires to the end. We were saying for the race that Corey might not bottle because there's more people here that are known as bottlers, but we're wrong. Well, there is Mr. Butler himself, Pete, just the man we were talking about. And he's also going to go on the hard. His entire wing was gone by the time we got back to the pit lane. So something must have gone catastrophically wrong.
Pete's playoff hopes are at serious threat right now.
Who would thunk it, really? When we went on that 3 wins in a row streak, it's all going to be for nothing. He's crossed the line first 6 times this season. And the one time he really needs to have a good race is not happening. At the minute, it's all about NK Bourne because he's going to win the race at the minute. He's going to be the one who comfortably wins this thing, which is just a disaster for Pete.
And even if it swaps around, say Arnold beats MK Bourne, then Pete's still out of this. No, he's not out yet.
No! There goes JACKOCAR and Arnold. Arnold's the one that spun out of the last corner, and there's more going into him. Dexter's gone, virtual safety car, and they're still hitting each other. This is an absolute mess on the front straight, and this is JACKOCAR out. Arnold with massive damage, and MK Bourne's dancing right now. He's loving this. He's leaping out of his car, I'm leading, everyone else is binning it. Thank Christ for that. And Arnold, look at him go. He's got no wing. And he lost it out of the final corner. It certainly looked like it was more on him, that one. And JACKOCAR, what a shame to see him out of this race. Corey, he'll be kicking himself after making the pit stop just 1 lap ago. We're green again. What on earth has happened there?
That does spell the end of Dexter's playoff run. He's out.
And he's not happy about it. And that's why I was reacting so much. That's why it meant a lot, if you couldn't tell, to him, that one. But yeah, it's cost him so dear. And Arnold as well, he's just crawling round. This is all playing so much into NK Bourne's hands. And look who's currently running 5th right now. Jordan's doing himself a fine job right now. He's doing all he needs to do as well. And what does this do for the permutations? If anything, this helps Pete a bit more because if Arnold's in trouble, Dexter's out.
Arnold's demise will help Pete, so be back to Pete and MK going to China now.
Along with, of course, Jordan. If he just holds on to this right now, he's doing all he has to do.
Yeah, but Jordan relies... Sorry, not Jordan. You rely on Whiteout and Camo needing to near enough win the races.
Yeah, well, as long as he's up there, you know, just in case something goes wrong.
Jordan
I know
should be fine.
We've got yellow flags, by the way, out there. Someone's got a puncture, and I think it's Whiteout. He must have run over the debris on the main street. There is loads of it. I was saying about this in qualifying at that last corner. And Mr. John... No, that's not him. There's yellow flags for probably Whiteout, isn't it, again? Are the leaders going to lap him? I think the leaders have already lapped him. Have they? No, they haven't. Have they? Have they? That's him somewhere. I don't know. Maybe they must have passed him. Yeah, he's off the track. That's why I couldn't see him. He's got out of their way. We've got a freeway scrap here. Khalifa pitted when all this was going on, I believe. Obviously, he's got a 10-second penalty, but he can see P2 on the road. And obviously TC right now, trying to take that off him. Off Camo Baba, that is. Look at the debris on the main straight. How much is there? It appears to be cleared up now.
It will be gone, yeah. Camo goes defensive on TC into turn 1. Compromises his line into 2, just about recovers it.
Will he fancy
TC's looking very racy again, isn't he? Just like he was in Japan. At that flawless race, no warnings, no penalties.
Corey's
a session.
Typical. He always does it.
TC right on the back of Camo Babo.
Khalifa's got his popcorn out, but he's also... Oh, wow!
TC's on the grass.
That's a bit aggressive defence there from Camo Babo. And it might well cost TC dear. Here comes Khalifa. They've both made 1 stop each now because... well, that basically means that TC has lost a position now, actually on track there, rather than a guy that has still got to pit for the second time. Will be on much worse tires when he does so. Khalifa's going for the lead on track right now. He's got to catch 7.5 seconds. We'll see if he can manage it. He's got 2. Oh, he's missed the corner. Yeah, and we've also got Calvab in the wall. Will TC have a way of getting back past? Surely Khalifa might be put under investigation for that. He just completely cut the corner, must have gained so much time. But now look at it both catching up onto as Jordan gets past the heavily damaged Camo Babo. We've got 2 lap cars to deal with here. And well, we're not gonna bring up Baku, but we just have Jess is one of them.
Yeah.
Frenagamo is the other one. And well, Jess forgot there's a corner. And that might well put TC under threat. I think Jess is out of his way though. Well, saying that, is TC going to bother passing her? There he goes, finally decides to pass her. And now it's only Frenagamo to worry about. He's a lot better with blue flags, I think. So he'll let them both through. No problem there. And Khalifa on his way up to catch NK Bourne. I'm sure he'll be probably thinking about his second stop in a while.
Yep.
He should still hold the lead once he's done it, unless he gets safety car after his pit stop, which would be just cruel. But it'd also be his luck, really. So
yeah. As racy as Khalifa is, he has to think about that 10-second penalty he's carrying, because if he crashes out, that will carry over to China.
Yeah.
Which would severely implicate his race there and his championship hopes.
Well, he might as well kiss goodbye to the championship. Oh, NK Bourne's got a penalty there. He's got to make sure he keeps himself in contention as well.
Certainly with the form that TC is on as well.
Well, this is it. We were saying this last week. TC is just on another level. It's livery. I'm saying it. It's the livery that's doing it. But apart from that, he's just got so much extra pace now. He has had a great playoffs. I mean, as we said, he's scraped into the playoffs in P10. But he's had 2 wins now. And he's absolutely... He's doing the job. He is the man, yeah. If he can win this race tonight, which is still very much a possibility, he might well end up on the soft compound tires at the end, and that would give him such a big opportunity. It would place him in such a nice place. You have 2 wins in a row, on form, looking to take the title. He might well find himself a championship trophy being delivered to him soon. Or he'll bin it and disappoint everyone. But let's not go there for.
Another man who's on form ever since the turn of the playoffs is NK Bourne.
But he's losing buckets of time right now. And with that penalty, it's starting to unravel a little bit for him. He's going to make sure he gets through. He should be able to qualify still, but just going to make sure he doesn't mess us up.
He has a penalty as well, so the win could be his. The win could also be going to TC. So got a nice freeway battle developing at the moment. Jordan a little bit behind all of this, allowed already with 2 stops under his belt.
Yeah, Clyde is going to... Clyde must be trying, I guess. He's got nothing to lose. How many stops has Risky made? He's also made 2. He's on much better tyres, but he'll have to pit again himself. Clyde gets a penalty. Arnold is probably the best looking 2-stopper, I guess, just for getting tyres to the end, but he's been in the wall, he's lost so much time. Maybe not going to work out for him. Who's this going to work out for today? It's going to be an interesting one, this. But I wonder if NK Bourne fancies pitting now, because he's seeing all these guys catching up. This time in 2 laps, he'll be in a fight he does not want to be in. So he's got to think about when his next pit stop is. Just the last thing he wants is to pit and for there to be a safety car afterwards and then to be screwed over by it. I'm sure he'll be probably worried about that a little bit as Khalifa sets a new fastest lap. Really piling that pressure on now. And at this rate, you know, he'll make 10 seconds if he has his pace the rest of the race. So difficult times. Here's Risky.
Yes, past Cloud, by the way.
Yeah.
Into the chicane. Good move.
Up to P5. We'll see how far away he can pull away. Obviously, both of these guys still on the stop again. To have any pace, anyway.
An old racing rival of mine in the chat, Dan the Man, all the way from the TGP days. Hello, Dan. Nice to see you in the chat there, bud. Enjoying the race.
I swear, I'm the only one who was never in TGP.
Great league.
You've got a waste out of the chat as well, said about how much of an underdog story it would be if TC won. Well,
absolutely.
Look at that. That's 2 seconds in 1 lap for you. Khalifa, straight in the lead. NK Bourne, I'll take my pit stop now. I think he'll be saying to himself. There he goes.
That was planned.
Now, will he lose out to Jordan? Because that would just annoy him so much. He doesn't want to be in any traffic. Interestingly, he's sharing a garage with TC. Luckily, they are on different strategies. I don't need to be worrying about that. That could pose issues, that. But luckily, no, nothing to worry about. Jordan's in the pits as well, actually, so he won't have to worry about anything. He'll be going on to mediums as well, I guess.
Risky's going to jump him.
Yeah, Jordan's a long way back, but he will be able to catch up now. This is P4 really looking quite likely for him at the minute, which is very good to see. Easily qualifying through as it stands. OKK penalty. He's trying to fight Camu Babo.
And in terms of the chase drivers, Owen, Jordan has just been simply another level compared to the others. They've all tripped over each other, but Jordan, he's got the results.
He's also got a penalty.
Yeah, does just have a penalty. It won't affect anything. He's 14 laps away from a shot at the title.
In before he flips it over the back of Arnold and we somehow get Whiteout winning the race. Is it him? Ah. Okay.
Whiteout and Camo.
Yeah,
but
Camo
Jordan
as
would
well.
have to be disqualified.
Well, he might be
on the back of
disqualified.
Arnold, by the way. Up to the hairpin.
Oh,
this is for P6.
That's insane. Doesn't want to be flipping over the top of him anytime soon.
Thinks about it. We'll get DRS.
There he goes. In the toe. Not very much in the toe, but taking as much as he needs. And then he's pulling out, passing Arnold Rosberg. And up into P6.
Good move. He's on his way.
Penalty. You've got Beesman, and you got OKK, by the way, catching up to Camu Babo, looking to try and make a fight of that one. Paul McGuinness in the chat there. John can still win this.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not right, but sorry, that's mean. Waste as well saying that Jess can still win this. Yes. TC can still win this.
With a 3-second penalty.
Ignore what, just...
Was that curse of the commentator, that?
I know. Sorry, TC. I thought my curse had been lifted off you, my dude, but apparently not. Fernand's got a penalty. What's new? I guess that one. Something's ever changed, I guess. Anyway, can something happen now? We're going for a bit of a steel powder race. There we go. That's a pit stop. That's something. He should lose out to Jordan by quite a long distance, and that'll be on some more mediums, I'd assume. Yeah. So Zero ends up coming out.
Jordan gets past Jess, so that's him back up into P5. I'm not sure what Cloud's plans are yet. Whether he stays out, goes to the end, or...
might as well stay out. I mean, if he gets a safety car at any point, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I mean, he might as well stay out to not lose that much, or pit and lose that much.
Yeah, yet to lead a lap this season, a number 13 car.
Look at this, you got Risky there in the middle of these two now, Beesma and OKK. OKK, who really stacked it in the wall there. I don't think he hit anything, but he was getting a little well close. I doesn't want to be making any mistakes there. You know, I've just got to say, ever since he got rid of the status GP livery, which was only there for 2 races, I think, and he's instantly got worse again. Makes you think. Did he not finish second last week with the status GP livery?
He finished third.
Third, close enough.
OKK's had
My
a
goodness.
few highlights and a lot of lowlights this season. Obviously starting with a win in Australia, then a top 5 in Abu Dhabi. And then
Vegas
nothing
Risky.
until last week.
I tell you what, Beezer nearly hit him. Well, more Risky nearly turned into him. They were nearly a collision on the straight. That's the point I'm trying to make. Yeah, so who's still got to finish their strategy? Only the top 2 and OKK have to pit again. Khalifa will come out in the lead. It's whether TC is going to pit for softs. Which, you know what, I mean, the further he goes on, the more likely this looks. I'm just wondering if TC's actually going to win this race right now, because he is putting himself in the position as long as he makes this work. He's pitting it early. Maybe that does mean it's going to be more mediums. I don't know. What's he going to do?
Anticipating a safety car with an early stop.
Yeah, it's mediums again, but it looks of it. Now, he should have said it and gone for soft. I mean, there's only 3 laps younger these tyres, and Khalifa might well go on soft, and he might well win this race, actually, Khalifa, because he'll have, well, even if it's a 10-second penalty, he should make that, frankly.
Khalifa on the one warning in game, but obviously plus 10 seconds, and an air TC plus 3 seconds with his one penalty. So he needs to be within 7 to win the race.
And he's right on NK Bourne's tail. He's just got a second penalty, I believe.
Yep.
Yellow flags. That looks like it's gone a bit wrong at the final chicane, or maybe into the pit entry or something. And something's happened at turn 1 as well. Trying to figure out who that one is. It's peaked. He's recovered though. I think it was just a spin on those hards. They are horrendous tires, like. But yeah, TC, is he going to go for the people on NK Bourne? Because, well, he needs this if he wants to win this race. And he should get it, really, unless it all goes wrong with a move. This should be TC going on to take his second victory in a row with us. Here he goes. He's got such a good run. TC is moving up into the net lead on the penalties, at the very least.
I think next week MK Bourne might defend that one a little bit harder. That's the way he's going. These two, they're going to be in it for the championship.
And with the way they're going, TC's performance is looking stronger and stronger and stronger.
Yeah, he's going so well. He can keep up pace with Khalifa.
This is the championship. He's quickly becoming the championship favourite.
Easy.
We'll say that in Neil Bennett now, but he's certainly been doing a fantastic job in the playoffs, and he has certainly more than earned this place in the finale. If he can indeed get there, you know, all in one piece. He'll obviously race there, but
yeah,
I just hope we don't jinx him again. Here's Khalifa on the back of Mr. John. Hopefully that's a blue flag. Maybe it doesn't make it too difficult. When's he gonna pit? He'll probably pit on the sauce, as to say. So it's about when he does that. Doing it now.
Into the pits he goes.
Wouldn't that be something if Khalifa wins from the back? I don't think it was exactly last.
19th.
19th, but still, he certainly looks like he's good on these softs.
Khalifa and TC both performing well, but neither of them have any pressure on them to win. They're already through.
Yeah.
I just wonder if that's playing a factor in this race. MK Bourne, if there is any pressure, he's certainly dealing with it. P3 will do him.
Yeah, I think Khalifa's going to win this race. White had to ignore the blue flag. Didn't know your name was Jess, although he is right behind Jess. Maybe it's coincidence that he would have given it to the wrong person. Anyway. Who was he actually letting through then? Hold on. Who's this lapping himself? Don't know actually. Who's trying to lap who? No idea. Might be Spencer or something. But yeah, TC, let's just quickly look again at the penalties. Khalifa's got nothing. TC's got a penalty, so he's got to somehow do the rest of this race without losing 4 seconds to someone on new softs. It's nigh on impossible unless we get a safety car for anyone other than Khalifa to win this race. Or obviously a hideous accident for Khalifa, but well, this might well be one of his best if he can do it. Yellows, safety car, safety car, safety car, safety car, safety car. I don't even know what that's for, honestly. It's gone again. I didn't see anything on the map that would say yellow flag, but oh well, we're still going. Lap 28 out of 35. Everything's starting to fall into place now, and there goes OKK on Mr. John, right around the outside, that looked like. And up into P12.
Falling into place. MK Bourne and Pete currently on their way, along with Jordan.
All in the top 7, which is good to see. Everyone is qualified. Good to see they're actually proving that they should be there by well being there. Gives us a bit of a taster into next week as well. Obviously different track, different circumstances, but certainly looking like it's going to be the similar result that we're seeing today, just what order it's going to be, and that's the thing. Now, Khalifa hasn't actually quite pulled the gap to 4 seconds yet, and this might well be as fast as lap. He's done it now, but after this his pace might start falling off a bit. I mean, there's a chance that TC could win this, but it doesn't look likely right now, if I'm honest with you. He needs a Khalifa penalty, really. As Khalifa,
like I said earlier, on the one warning.
Yeah.
There is that. It's worth mentioning to the viewers next week, yourself and myself will be joined by none other than the legend Ginger Andy, helping us commentate on the Championship 5.
The man who commentated on my very first league racing victory. That's cool. I don't think anyone cares about that fact, but it's cool.
What a legend.
What a legendary person. I bet you he doesn't even know that. But, yeah. Clouds pitted. For mediums.
Interesting call, unless he used all his softs in qualifying.
Well,
it just promotes Pete to 6th.
That's Jeff doing his strategy with colouring pencils again by the looks of it. And is that the whole Championship 5 in the top 5 now?
No, Arnold's out this.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Idiot. God damn it.
So that would be a story, wouldn't it, if Pete could get himself up to 5th?
Well, they might do it.
Far behind.
Could do it. TC now 5 seconds behind. As another fastest lap. He'll make me eat my words now by saying that last one will be as fast as you'll just go faster and faster and faster and faster.
Of course, to explain what happens next week, the 5 drivers that do fight for the title, they will all be on equal points, so first driver to cross the line in any position will be the champion.
What an ending this would be if we're in this same scenario next week, where it's all going to come down to a 10-second time penalty. Can TC keep it in, you know? That would be quite a finale, because we're going to get that finale today. Maybe not as dramatic as actually if they all flip over each other and die and kill the crowd or whatever. It won't actually change anything. They'll still be on their way to China. They can have as spectacular an accident as they want at this point. But it does seem like in the next 2 laps, Khalifa should make the gap 7 seconds. It's whether the tyres are going to fall off. That's the thing they've got to think about. As also a safety car. If a safety car comes out, they've got to worry about that. Well, Khalifa does anyway.
And you think when we think back to Japan, Khalifa took those soft tyres 18, 20 odd laps.
They went so far.
And held on to P2 as well, so he knows what he's doing.
White out, trying to get by Corey. God, excellent as they like, but try it anyway. Should be easy enough. Just got to be careful on the brakes and all sorts that he doesn't smash into him. Because he's not there, he will hit you. There he goes. TC, 9 tenths left to lose. Is Khalifa getting any warnings or anything? Is he just keeping it clean? Only has 1 warning. Nothing on this stint yet. Pete has now got a 3-second time penalty. I don't think TC's going to win this one. He's just not even got enough ERS to give it anything on the straight. Khalifa needs to lose time behind a back marker to lose the race at this point. Or have a hideous accident, or have a safety car come out. All looks like it's going to be a 19th to 1st victory. Must be one of the best we've seen in this league so far. If he can make it stick, should be able to. He'll make the 7 seconds on this lap, and then after that it'll be all about keeping the tyres, making sure they get to the end, making sure you've got enough ERS for the straights, making sure you've got all you need to get to the end, making sure you don't hit the wall, making sure you don't cut the corners, don't hit that lap car ahead of you, etc, etc.
Blue flags are out for OKK.
There was a slide there actually for
a bit of a slide, yeah.
Yeah, let's not mess this up now after Phil told it up. As he gets past there.
A little weave to thank OKK on his way through the chicane.
They've got a freeway fight here, and Pete is about to DC by the looks of his icons. He's got alien indicators up the crate there. He's got to be. That'd be awkward if he DC's now. Could promote Arnold for if he was to go, wouldn't it?
I'm just doing the maths quick. He would have 1 point. Arnold would get 12, which wouldn't be enough.
For who?
Arnold.
Alright. Well, this is a freeway fight now. I've got to say, safety cars are likely around here if there's any sort of accident, or emergency cars. Saying that, the latest I've ever seen one come out here is lap 32. So at this point, anything goes wrong, deal with it.
The gap, by the way,
7.
is only just 7 seconds.
Pete's lagging like mad. He's lagging so much. This could be serious problems for him right now in this race. the move will eventually come from Risky. He's on better tyres, possibly. It's sort of equal at this point. He's just going to have a laggy accident. That's the thing they've got to worry about. And Pete's in the wall, so he's struggling enough himself. This ends in tears, honestly. I'm not liking where this is going. And I think Camel went for it. And couldn't make it stick.
If anything, it helps Risky, gets him away from that lagging 21 car.
Oh, Arno's losing buckets of time behind Corey. Oh, look at this. He's having to lift massively. How much time has he lost to TC with that? Oh, it's not quite. Is it going to fall under 7? Oh, it has, you know. It's about whether he can get it back up again. Has he got any more lap cars in his way? No. Unless it's Jess or anyone who's been particularly slow in this race. I don't think. You got OKK actually. Where's he? He's past him as well. I think he's okay, but he's just about got that gap over 7 seconds again. How many warnings has TC got left to use? Serious question, this, because if he's got a tactical mind, he might start cutting a few corners. You can get away with it. And that's what he might need to do. I always remember Oden's doing it in a one hub race once. Winning in the race.
Since his penalty, he's not had another warning.
Exactly, he's got 3 warnings to use, but now he's on the back of these lap cards. Now, if he gets through them a bit easier than before, as Pete does, gone. DC, yeah. He's not going to get through with any gap. It's going to be Khalifa winning this unless he really messes the final lap up. He is 7.7 seconds clear as we start the final lap. He started all the way down the grid in P19. CT in 8th in all fairness, and Jordan from 11th. We saw a lot of guys go up the grid today, but this is the one that matters for him. Giving him good momentum into the last round as MK Board gets yet another penalty. This could promote Jordan to a podium at this point. Has he got any penalties, Jordan? He does. I don't know. He does have one. Yeah. So he'll stay 4th. Yellows, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Pete's car has obviously ghosted and well, it's caused an accident with Clyde, who's now behind the lapped car of Whiteout as well. It's lapped car hell for these guys. None of that is affecting Khalifa at the moment, but with all the accidents going on, he might find himself still in a bit of a scrap. Those 2 up ahead, if they do anything silly, could affect him. But the man who came into this race with a 10-second penalty, the man who came into this race with a qualifying ban, is going to be leaving it. The race winner. We've got yellow flags at the final corner. Whiteout's in the wall. That shouldn't affect Khalifa. He should be able to get through. And Khalifa, he's through to the playoffs. He's also winning in Canada. Great result for him. What a drive that was. One of the best we've seen in this league. TC again. He's booked. He's on his way. He's finishing in P2. And, well, MK Bourne, he's just about going to lose P3, I think, here. To Jordan.
I don't know. I think he's got enough.
I think he's lost it. I think he's lost it here. I'm telling you. Or it's 17 seconds. I'm looking at the wrong gaps. I'm sorry. Should be
MK Bourne.
Yeah,
he's on his way to China.
He's fine. He's fine. Yeah, that's my bad there. Jordan as well. P4.
So
he's
Jordan.
On his way. Yeah.
That's 4.
Nice.
Arnold's going to come P5.
He's not on his way.
Back in the car.
He's not on the way.
Pete's P11. He's done enough.
Pete finished where he needed to. Look at those 2 behind. You've got Risky and Camu Babo. They're going to be side by side across the line. Who gets that position? It's going to be Camu Babo. But then he loses it on the penalty, of course, because of course he does, ruining the entire moment. Risky P6. And Spencer P7.
P7.
Will Clyde get him too? No. Will Beasley finish P10? Hopefully. Up to the line.
Last car. We'll finish P10.
He hasn't got a check flag on him. Oh dear. This is a problem.
There we go. So there you go. It is Pete.
Yeah, Pete is through. Oh my god, sorry about the glitches. Hope we don't have epilepsy. Anyway, I know there's a podium, but let's not look at it. Let's just confirm the results and confirm the people who have qualified for next week's finale in China. Oh, look at this, I've leveled up. Yes! Level 29. Anyway, Khalifa won the race, he's qualified. TC, second, qualified. NK Board, third, qualified. Jordan, fourth, qualified. Arnold, fifth, no. Risky, sixth, no. Spencer, no. Calvin, no. Clark, no. Beasley, no. Pete, yes. And then the rest, OKK, Mr. John, Finnegan, Corey, Jess, Whiteout, Dexter, Danscar, and Indecisive. Again, having the worst luck in the world in P20. Got taken out under safety car. You couldn't write it. And that is it then. That is the race today. The Canadian Grand Prix. Round 15. It's all built up now to the season finale, which is next week. Our final race on this game. You're not going to crack the Fire Out Challenge, let's be honest. And I absolutely can't wait for this. This is so unpredictable, man. I can't wait.
TC has hit form in these last 5 races. Khalifa will not have it easy.
Indeed, he will not have any luck. Hopefully, for drama's sake, because he came from 19th to win. Bit concerning. Anyway, let's not talk about that. We'll talk about it all next week. I'll be here next week. Jack will be here next week. Andy will be here next week.
Yeah, it's
Hooray! Andy. Scottish Jesus. Sorry, Paul. Scottish commentary Jesus. How do we promote this? We've got a week to
legend.
We've got a week to think about this. Anyway, yeah, we'll all be here next week. Do join us. The finale next week. Take care. Safe travels. Be safe. All of the good stuff.